I feel like it's been ages, man. I figured, I'll get my computer done, focus on that. Been working a lot. Other IRL stuff you gotta deal with. Unfortunately, I don't do this full time, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, at least for now. But as I mentioned, I got the computer done and she looks beautiful. Most of you guys, I don't think watch those videos, but for the few that have, but if you haven't, I'll put some of the b-roll that I put in the video here, and it looks gorgeous. And I'm done overclocking it and undervolting it, and doing all the tuning I need to do to get it to be the best that it can be for what I need it for. And I'm very bad at talking and setting up FMCs. That's part of the reason why I don't do it. Be arriving at runway 4 left. Copy this into there, and that should be everything, right? Make sure we're all good, and it looks like it. Forgive me as I try and figure out these volumes. I think that this system here runs a little quieter than my Windows XP system, so it's gonna be some trial and error, getting the volumes to where they need to be so that you can hear me but also hear the sim. So this scenery was developed by Sun Skyjet. It's still on their website to this day. I remember when they were making this scenery was kind of in development hell for a long time, and I had kind of given up on it. I remember seeing the trailer on YouTube and just being like, wow, they're making my home airport. That's cool. Years and years kept going by and just nothing. So I was getting kind of sad. I was like, oh no, it's never gonna get done. It's trapped in development hell forever and ever. Until one day I just kind of was like, let me check to see what's going on with the project, if they've done anything or any updates, and voila, there it was. It's still damn good, and it's free. So yes, it's free on the website right now. It's Sun Skyjet Philadelphia, and I'm running the World of AI. By the way, we got a lot of US Airways Express here, but I don't see any mainline US Air. I don't see any mainline US Airways. I don't see any mainline American. So if you see lots of US Airways Express, as it should be, right? But if you look, we got AirTran, we got some Continental over there, but no American Airlines, no Delta, no US Air mainline, no Southwest. So what's up with that? If anybody knows anything about World of AI, please let me know where I can find those files so I can fill in the rest of the space here. Got lots of regional, but no mainline. And that's not the case in Newark, as we'll see. There's lots of Continental up there once we get there. So starting up the ATR, we don't have an APU, so we need one engine to get the ball rolling. Those of you that are OGs that have been here since the beginning might be like, wait a minute. Haven't you done this already before? This exact same flight? And yes, it was one of my, if not my first, like, voiceover. I don't think it was my first one, now that I'm thinking about it. It was the flight where I'm like, well, maybe I'll start doing voiceovers and stuff like that, because I was very much still, like, trying to find my way here on the YouTubes and, you know, find my style. I think I've accomplished that. I think I got a nice thing going here. But yes, I wanted to do this flight again and do some comparing maybe. I have been very hard at work with modding this sim the past few days, and yeah, I think this sim runs a lot better on this system with older hardware, purely because of my Intel chip that I got in here, right? Like, Flight Simulator is notorious for needing raw speed, raw course clock speed, and that's something that, you know, AMD just, you know, time and time again, back in the day at least, just failed to deliver. So it doesn't surprise me at all that, you know, this ATR is, or that the sim is running so much better on this i7 7700K than it did on my Ryzen 3950X even, which is crazy.
V1, rotate, V2. 510.
Now, unfortunately, one of the things that I had an issue with on my other system was micro-stuttering. For whatever reason, this plane, and only this plane, does not like Windows 10 very much. Or Windows 10 does not like it, right? Either way. So from time to time, there would be like massive like lag spikes in the system that would like halt the whole sim and make the flying experience just kind of unbearable. That still happens here, but luckily it's not as frequent, and when it does, it's very quick. I don't know, it's something that I think I'm gonna look into more. I have a hunch though that it might have something to do with the sound, because when I was testing this plane initially, when I was building my system down in the basement, I didn't have like headphones in or anything, and I installed this airplane because I really wanted to see like how it would work on, you know, the older hardware, to see if that had anything to do with it. And while there was no sound being played, it didn't stutter at all. That's very interesting. It didn't start stuttering until I, you know, plugged it up to, you know, everything, and that's when it started like stuttering. So I'm curious, like, if the sound has anything to do with it, and either the sounds that are incorporated within the airplane, or maybe Windows 10 for whatever reason just doesn't like these sounds. And The problem is as easily to be fixed as just replacing the sound set for this aircraft. Yeah, that's something I think I'm gonna experiment with. Like, it didn't stutter at all while I wasn't listening to it. You know, I go to plug it in to listen back, and granted, after installing some other mods, but I don't see how that would have anything to do with anything. So an experiment to try out for later, for sure. I don't have ultimate terrain plugged in here yet. I'm hoping to get that from somebody. If not, then I'm gonna have to buy it and hope they still sell it. Ultimate terrain, you know, that's a must. But for now, we're just rocking Ground Environment Pro, which has really helped liven up the ground textures and for the land. And I even got some of the roadways done at night. You can see the cars like driving on the roadways, and I got the 3D street lamps. Too high up for that now, but yeah, like you could see like the street lamps, and at night the road lights up with the cars going back and forth like, you know, it does in Flight Simulator 2000. The water textures, as you can see out in the distance, water textures are different. That was a paid add-on, and they look very, very nice. Tried a lot of different free ones, and some of them were better than others, but this one, man, it was worth every penny. I love these textures, and the sky textures are different, the clouds are different, everything is really starting to come together here, and I love it. This just looks magnificent. And there goes one of the micro-stutters. Now, before, it would be a lot more, I can't think of the word right now. Worse. Okay, for lack of a better term. If I have to just deal with that, though, like what you just saw, like every once in a while, this is definitely still flyable, in my opinion. If you want to see how bad it was, you can go back to my original Flight Simulator 2004 video. I'll link it down below, where I did the same exact flight. I think I kept some in there, some of the stuttering in there. So yeah, it used to be so much worse. It was very bad. This, you know, this is nothing. Like, I can handle this. I'll see about like my theory, see if that's correct, maybe find some replacement sounds. That'd be kind of wild if it was, right? I am relieved that it is at least flyable. This is my favorite, one of my favorite airplanes of all time for the sim. So, and you know me, like I love me a good turboprop. I'm relieved that this plane works, and also my Fly the Mad Dog 2010, that one works too. Another goat. As we turn on to our final leg, and Newark Liberty is right up there, so we're gonna start doing what we gotta do to get set up here. And forgive me, because I kind of forget how to fly this plane. I low-key forget. Okay, so we're gonna fly by the seat of our pants here a bit, and hope we can figure it out. Okay.
flaps 30. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
You know, what's funny about this airport is this one, man, I remember, if you go back and watch that, that old video for comparison, right, this airport ran like absolute crap. I couldn't believe it. It was so bad, so much so that my flight simulator crashed like twice, I think. Yeah, that was crazy. I was getting maybe 20 frames a second, 24. It was rough, man. These sceneries, I think this is Imagine Sims, part of their free package that you can get from their website too. It comes with Newark, Minneapolis, New Orleans, I think, and one other one, a couple other ones. I think San Juan is a part of that package, the free package too. These sceneries all ran like dog water on my like old modern system, and that's the crazy part. The old modern system could not handle this, but this Intel chip is doing it beautifully, even with the ATR. Like it was a mess. I don't think I recorded it like being a mess. I think it crashed on me before I could do that, or maybe I just took it out the video. Kind of wish I had left it in at this point, because it was so bad. And you know, that's even without like the mods. I was just running the scenery and the ATR. Like I did not have that sim kitted out like I do with this one. This is abundantly better in every way, and it's looking like my taxi sign mods are being rendered in here. I don't know why. Yeah, see that's a part of my taxi sign mods that I have for more realistic taxi signs, but they're being rendered in here, I guess, along with the taxi signs that were already a part of the scenery. For some reason, I don't think I care enough to fix it. So we're gonna roll up to this gate 102 here, the lone Delta Air connection. Next to all these Continentals, they're just gonna have to get off via the air stair, connect to ground power here. But see all these Continentals, like, you know, the Continental had no problem loading in like it was supposed to. Why isn't my US Air mainline and my American mainline and my Delta mainline? I haven't seen any Delta either, I don't think. Yeah, there we go. Alitalia, British Airways. And there's some Delta there. Okay, there's two American mainlines. You got Northwest, couple Deltas here. Okay, no US Air mainline, no modern American mainline. Is that America West? Wow. Blast from the past. Okay, there's some Uniteds here. All right. I guess United and Delta and everybody else, they're represented. No US Air mainline. Let's go to LaGuardia. We'll check over there. And I have some scenery coming on the way to and enhance good old Manhattan here. Mega scenery, like Manhattan or whatever. It's gonna really kind of uplift this whole area and, you know, make it look cool. Nope. It's Frontier. You got Frontier, Spirit. There's another US Air connection there. Okay, so here's one modern American livery. American Eagle. Here's an old school American Eagle. Air Canada. There's another old school American Eagle. Another regional American. JFK. Let's see what we got here. Oh, crash. Oof. And I guess that's the end of the video. You know, I gotta give it to Flight Simulator 2002, right? Like, I'm not saying, you know, Flight Sim 04 crashes a lot, but Flight Simulator 2002, out of all the flight sims that I run, including like 98 and 2000, Flight Simulator 2002 hasn't crashed one time. Not one time. Not one time has Flight Simulator 2002 crashed on me. Like, no matter what I thrown at it, no matter what I did, no matter what I threw at it, that thing is rock solid stable. And like, for all of you guys still toting the flag of Flight Simulator 2002, I understand you now, because my goodness, like, you can do whatever you want with that sim and it'll just eat it. Microsoft hasn't made a stable sim like that since. It has just gotten progressively worse. My goodness.